Hello, my beautiful Geminis. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive in right away and see what's coming your way. By the way, if you're enjoying these ones and would like to see more of these, would like to support the channel, we're going up to 70,000 this month. Go ahead, hit subscribe and join the beautiful soul community. Let's see. I see tears of joy popping. The timeline was it's like 3 weeks from now. 3 is the timeline. Can be the 3rd week, or maybe 3 days can be the thing here too. And let's see. I see many different things happening. This can even be like celebration. Not only like you receiving some good news and then maybe going out there and celebrating that. There's a pathway also opening outside here. This is your before this good news. That's the timeline wise. Before that, there is I see the tulip here. Tulip can symbolize actually resilience, something maybe you go after for a long time. And there's a butterfly right there here as well. And I feel like you have been, if that's the case, because this is a general reading, if that's the case, maybe you have been going through after going after something for a long time here. Seems like there's a pathway, a short pathway opening outside your comfort zone. And that will require you to have this metamorphosis, a change of mind, a change of structure. And that will have your goal right there. And also this can be for some of you symbolizing something that will maybe even bring more resilience into your journey when it comes to becoming successful, manifesting money. This can be like an instructions book. This can be some learning experience. But the tulip indicates resilience, okay? Because they're really like they bloom right during the like April. Now this is actually tulip season, and after that what happens is even because sometimes in the North Hemisphere that it gets windy, cold, even if it's April in some places, the tulips do not give up, okay? They keep blooming. And what happens is sometimes the petals can fall down, but they still stand strong. So this is something that will add that element onto you, okay? I see something is piling up here. Okay, this is very clear. This is maybe something you're saving, or like I said, the 3rd week, the tears of joy come forward. This is actually representative of the 4th week, 4th timeline. We divide it up into 4 in this reading. And that's something maybe accumulating. You're putting on the side. This can be a blessing coming into your life that you're going to be able to put it on the side. I see a number 6 right there. Number 6 indicates unconditional love. This can be also turning into a family affair. The family is supporting you. I see 2 symbols here. The first one is, this kind of reminds me of like the bird emu. And that can also symbolize some strong character, and also maybe even again resilience, maybe stubbornness in some cases. But this one is smiling, so I'm gonna say this is a very good omen for you, a good symbol, and your resilience paying off. Like you're going to basically achieve success in something. And as a family, like I said, I feel the energy of family here because I see 4 people coming together. This can be even like a company that you're working at. Maybe you're going to have full support for each other. And I also see there's another creature here. This kind of reminds me of like a Bigfoot energy. Bigfoot can be someone with authority, but overall, this is a good thing because this authority is going to be supporting you. This authority can be a legal authority, maybe governmental authority, whatever the Bigfoot in your life at this moment. And you are right next to each other, so it is going to support you at the end of the day. And this can be, if some of you are expecting like coming, maybe something approved by higher authorities, this can be also happening in your life. Okay, the success might come forward from that kind of outlets. I see here in the beginning of the month, there's a person right there. Kind of reminds me, there was a Mr. Gadget back in the day. There was this cartoon. Reminds me of that with the face in the hat. But this person is grumpy. They're not really happy. So this can be someone who's actually keep coming up with inventions. And I feel here, because the sun's shining over you, this can be someone not really, you're not really benefiting from this person's inventions. I feel like you are really getting the short end of the stick. The more they come up with inventions, it's not really working for you. And I feel like here, this person is going to have a pause. They're not looking happy, but this is going to make you happy. So which is a positive thing here, okay? I see this person is looking grumpy and they have a little fish. Maybe this is the thing that you're getting paid. They're going to be handing you over. The fish indicates money, maybe something that is being owed to you, or something that maybe they're trying to take away from you. They're going to be giving this back to you, okay? It seems like this is a very good positive omen here. I see your silhouette. There's a letter B above your head. Kind of looks like a letter B. Also looks like a little person dancing here. So this is your fun. I feel like this is how you're going to have fun. This is how you're going to enjoy. Maybe you're going to have a little dance when you receive the good news, when you receive, maybe this person is going to go away, or like they're going to be transferred to somewhere else, and you're going to really enjoy that news, okay? I don't really like to interpret things in like a competitive way, but I feel like there's like, this is obvious. I mean, I'm going to show you the face, the eyes, nose, and the mouth. It's like someone is not happy. And I feel like here, but you are happy. So if some of you, you're actually like a happiness dependent on some person, maybe just going away out of your comfort zone, out of your space, I feel like that's what's going to be happening for some of you. I see there is actually something building after that. Maybe you're going to get the chance to build your own space and maybe even create partnerships with someone. I see bunny ears here. Bunnies multiply really fast. So the thing that you're going to establish with this person can grow and become really big, and maybe you're going to take control of like a department if this person is parting, and you're going to actually have a lot of things too. Maybe there's like there's a mountain in front of you that you might have to climb, but I don't see struggle here. This is going to be something you're going to be doing with joy. Phone lines are forming, and there are two people dancing here. I don't know if you can see. There's a masculine figure right there, and there's a feminine figure with a hair right there. So there's going to be like a celebration happening, and like I said, you're going to start working on a project. There's a legal paper showing up, a pathway is opening. So the things are aligning in a beautiful way that you will eventually celebrate at the end of the day here. You're going to really appreciate it. And like I said, it's like towards the end of the month, can be like the 4th week. I see there is someone actually advising this bunch, this 3. So like I said, this is family. I saw it as a family, but this can also be like 3 people who has maybe like a one goal, one ideal, but they don't have guidance. The guidance will be coming forward, and it is going to help you grow. Maybe if, like I said, this is actually Bigfoot, someone with authority, you're going to be able to reach to the authority faster when you get like the necessary advice here, okay? Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind, and let's see what the answer is going to be. I see the crowd in your heart space as well, and this, I saw it in Libra. Your desire is coming really soon, but yours is a little different here, okay? Yours is, there are 2 fish here. Massive fish indicates money, wealth, abundance, opportunities. There's a second desire coming from an unexpected source. There is a tent right here. Tent can be indicative of a new home. Maybe some of you wants to move to a new home, and this is actually symbolizing that. Or maybe like a place with a garden. Can be that. I see kind of like a letter G right there. Georgia. This can be like in someone's not J, G and A, Georgia. Okay, I see a V as in victory. This can be someone's first name or the last name. This can be in the name of somewhere that you want to go. Georgia is a country also. And there are 2 mountains here. This can be also like G. I mean, I'm trying to think of like a country with a G, or European country, but I couldn't come up with one as of right now. Greenland. It's not European, but Greenland maybe, some of you. I see letter M, T. This can be like some people that are going to be helping you, that a community, maybe we're going to come together with a community. And I see also fires burning here under the mountain. There are 2 mountains showing up. Mountains can be, you had a little hilly mountain in your heart, in your cup as well. I see letter H too. So Mountain can be symbolizing an obstacle that you're going to overcome, and you're going to overcome this really soon. And the fire under it can be symbolizing something, actually a new passion you're going to follow. And this mountain is not going to take too long for you to climb, because this is going to be your lifelong passion, something that you really wanted to accomplish. And that will be additional support to your finances, the money, success story. This can be, for example, maybe you always wanted to learn a certain language, and which has maybe amazing future at this moment. It seems like here, because you have a lot of passion. This is an example, by the way. You don't have, not everybody has to learn an extra language, but this can be a skill that you wanted to pick up all your life long. It seems like here, this time you're going to have an incentive. This can be even like you learning to get paid type of a thing. And this is an example I'm giving because, like, my passions are mostly about like learning new things, but your passion might also be like running a business and getting paid to run a business, kind of like a thing here. Okay, I see that the G, this can be this, all these letters can be in someone's first name or the last name, or maybe like in a place that you're going to be traveling. I also see a W here within the third week again, and there's somebody smiling inside of the W. W can be indicative of a win you're going to receive, okay? A win of about like a subject that you wanted a win. Let's dive into the tarot now. If you have a specific question, a desired intention, hold it in your mind. By the way, I keep like pausing and such because I mentioned last week I was really sick, and it is going away slowly. I'm on some cold medicine still. That's why like I keep blanking every single second. Okay, let's get to your current situation now. What we have is the Judgment. Beautiful card. Seems like you're leaving the past behind. You're evolving into a new dimension when it comes to money, and retrogrades are ending. We have Venus in retrograde, also Mercury in retrograde. We're going to come to an end of this week, and after this week you might actually understand why certain things happen. Maybe Mercury actually caused you to cut off communications with certain people. Maybe you haven't heard, maybe you're looking for a job, applying to places, you haven't heard from people. This is actually going to come back around, and you will understand why certain things happened. Okay, Judgment can also be if you're holding any like anger, resentment about what has happened about money in the past. This is going to be released as well. Okay, the reasons to release come forward. You're going to feel and see why certain things happen in a certain way. The opportunities are going to come forth. We have the King of Swords in the feminine format here, you actually using your logical side, but King of Swords actually, when it comes in the feminine format, it might require you to approach things with a gentle way. You might come up with some creative ideas here. Also, female King of Swords, let's see, you're going to be able to, like, there's a financial opportunity coming your way, and which will require your intellectual powers. Okay, you're going to use your problem solving skills and your quick learning skills as well. King of Swords is your energy, by the way. This is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Your logic is going to be really important here, and we have a lot of stars surrounding her. They actually symbolize the infinite knowledge that exists in the universe, the stars in the background, but you have it on your skirt here as well. This is symbolizing that you're pulling some of that amazing like intellectual, like the infinite knowledge, and that will give you mental clarity. Also, you will move with authority, and that authority will open up the doorways for you when it comes to financial opportunities. When it comes to challenges, is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is actually again very logical, like someone informed, informational. But another thing is this page is someone a little less mature. This person is immature. Maybe there are certain things that you have about this financials, that you are acting immature. Maybe financials, money, your career. Maybe you're not really seeing the long term, okay, the long term result here. This is suggesting that can be your challenge, not being able to see what can happen and in the future, maybe being shallow, not having insight. Okay, so this is, we're gonna get more information about that. This is actually coming maybe even for a warning for some of you. If you're shallow, if you're looking shallow on the surface level of the certain things when it comes to financial opportunities, this is suggesting you dig deeper. Okay, and how should you manage your finances? We have the Hanged Man here. very clear, instruction, which is telling you to pause at this moment. Do not take big steps, okay? Because Swords energy is all about like thinking through, calculating, writing things down, planning, analyzing, overanalyzing, and keep doing that at this moment. It is good for you. Do that, because Hangman is suggesting this is not the best time to jump into new endeavors, or maybe even you have the idea, which is brilliant, can be a brilliant idea, but King of Swords energy is telling you to analyze it at this moment. Just bring the components together on paper, okay? Pick up the phone, call, and research a little bit at this moment. Hangman is also another thing here, as you need to change your perspective, okay? Because what happens to Hangman, he speaks his truth, they hang him upside down, but then when he's upside down, his perspective changes. He starts to see things differently. So temporary pause can happen. And this is actually the best time for you to learn from the mistakes. Also, change your perspective about when it comes to money and success, and maybe like your career. Maybe you're working with someone who's constantly giving you instructions, and this can be extremely annoying if you know what you're doing. But this can be a different system, or that person's system can be very useful in another space, okay, in another company. So maybe it is actually pause, reflect, connect with your higher powers, and change, see it from a different perspective is the moment here. What will that bring long term? New adventures. Knight of Wands is energy fire. He's actually like doing massive tricks here and galloping towards a new future. Like this moment, wait, reflect. It's going to be extremely useful for you in the future, because you're not going to be sitting stagnant. Not only sitting stagnant, Knight of Wands is galloping towards a new future in the most passionate way. So you're going to be manifesting a lot of passionate, maybe even your dreams coming true here, okay? Let's see what the Judgment. We have a marriage here. The current situation is, I'm going to go with the information of maybe you signed a contract that you bond yourself to a place. That's why you're feeling stuck. But I feel like here with the Judgment, it's the Judgment Day. Everything is, on the Judgment Day, nobody is married anymore. Everybody's rising and everybody's born anew. So there's going to be a born anew moment happening for you. You're going to break free from, if you're stuck in some place, you're going to be breaking free from that. We have toil and labor coming forth. Libra got the toil and labor on the department of how they should manage their finances. Now I'm feeling like in your case, you need to put some energy into your opportunities coming your way. And toil and labor initially, mental energy, I feel like. Physical, the time will show what to do when you plan it out. Mental energy, put your mental energy into what you're doing, the financial opportunities coming your way. We have a mature man coming forth with a Page of Swords. Another thing, this is a challenge. Like I mentioned, this can be you actually taking things on a shallow surface level, but also we have a mature man coming with a Page of Swords. This can be someone mature, it can be someone older coming and maybe like claiming certain things and trying to do certain things, maybe overspend things. Like maybe you're managing budget in a company, and this person can be coming up and maybe wanting you to order very expensive things, and that will actually be your responsibility at the end of the day. This is actually, you're going to be challenged by this person, and I feel like here you can find a way to manage this situation as well. We have unexpected income coming forth, even though you are actually managing your finances. Pause, reflecting, connecting, and understanding what you should be doing next. An unexpected income will show up during that time as well. And the Knight of Swords, and the final result is a change coming forward. In the long term, you're going to have a really good adventures when it comes to your financials, and this is going to bring change, maybe a new vehicle. We have buildings on the background, maybe moving somewhere, or like having a new house, maybe new living situation can be also coming in the best possible way. Okay, we're going to look into your oracle now. What should you focus on during these times? We have this is the first quarter in Virgo. It is suggesting that assess the situations well at this moment. What you should focus on, assessing the situations with the Hangman energy, approving each other. How can you do that? Let go of control. Okay. This is the first quarter in Taurus. Okay, we have two earth signs already. Okay. Let go of control. Earth signs are most of the time they are in control, but this time we have here the stones, standing stones, which is actually like some sort of, I feel like they have the energy to pull, like they have the ability to pull energy from planets and such. So, like when you let go of control, there's always something, a power in control, and that will manage your situation. Unexpected income is coming with the hangman. When you're pausing and reflecting, those things are going to be revealed to you. And when you're assessing the situation, those things are going to be revealed to you. And what blessings will that bring into your life? We have new moon in Leo, fiery, passionate. We have the Knight of Wands, the fire and passion energy as well with the Leo, says you have amazing, bright future right here. Okay, you're going to experience a bright future. I'm going to be pulling your fortune oracle, and then we're going to ask for angelic assistance for you. I ask the best advice or guidance for my beautiful Geminis now through unconditional love. Thank you. Harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently. Leo, lion, charge ahead. Basically, yeah. Lion energy, Leo energy. You can embody the energy of Leos in order to harness the loyal protective aura, and you can protect your energy by that while you're waiting things to actually upgrade. And also, I feel like there's a passion merging from this pause period. You're going to either find a passion of yours, or you already know what passion like you have, and this will somehow find its way to flourish and grow. Okay, I want to pull one more. We have Phoenix, guys. This is a lot of fire coming. This earth grounding energy is going to lead you to your passion, so it is going to be beautiful. Be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis, so you don't have to worry about how the things are like. It is going to, you're going to get out of it. I mean, the worry is something that we most of the time cannot really control, but what we can do here is we can focus on the things we can control. I feel like that's actually overall the message here. Let's see how the angels will assist you, or which angel will come forth. Let's see that one too. We have forgiveness with the judgment. It's aligned actually perfectly. And for some of you, maybe you need to forgive yourself, or maybe you need to forgive others, or the circumstances, or the world overall. Angel wisdom reminds you that challenging people and situations are sent to you as your most important teachers. Without them, your soul would not grow. Your guidance is to let go of the hurt, resentment, and anger out of the past. When you forgive others and yourself, your karma is rubbed out of your soul records. You will enjoy love in your heart and lightness of spirit. Ask the angels to help you dissolve your hurt, anger, and guilt. They will take your burdens from you. When you love unconditionally, there is nothing to forgive. Love is forgiving. So open your heart and give love. There's an affirmation. I forgive myself and others. I am free. That you can use this one, okay? All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.